What is going on, LEGO investors? So today we're going to go over a set that I absolutely love. I went over another set in regards to this new theme, or I should say sub-theme, last week. So a little of this might be repetitive, but I wanted to go over this other set because I think there's a big chance for us to earn some money with it. And I think this set is amazing looking. I think they did a great job with design, and I think with the other set and the potential of this sub-theme, has a huge ability to make a lot of money. I think it's going to be kind of like Lord of the Rings in some sense, and you obviously know that I love Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings sets have been doing very, very well recently, and I think there's a good chance this set and the other sets will kind of follow it. So I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on this set. I definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Please comment down below. It will definitely help the channel, help the community. So let's dive into it. Today we're talking about Bumblebee Robot and Vehicle. This is item number 40804. This set is 253 pieces. You get 130 LEGO Insider points. It retails for $20 and it comes out March 1st, 2025. So this is part of the BrickHeadz and the sub theme is Transformers. So we went over the Optimus Prime set last week and that set is phenomenal. They did a great job with that set, and this one, I definitely think they knocked it out of the park. I'm not a big fan of the Bumblebee, or I should say the VW Beetle Bumblebee, but I mean, it's original. That's how he was in the comics or in the cartoon. But he's definitely one of the top Transformers, and you know, in the BrickHeadz form, they knocked it out of the park with the design. I really wish that they would have made these separately. I think they would have had a lot more opportunity to make money. I mean, I would buy the car version of Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, no doubt. I mean, that would have just been a great play. They could have extended this out for quite a while, but maybe there's something going on with it. Maybe there's licensing rights where they have it for a few years. But I get why they did it, because when you double it up, $20, there's a potential for them to earn more money as opposed to $10, and they'll probably save in packaging and all that stuff. So I really wish it would have been two different sets at two different times, but hey, we'll take what we can get. So I'm definitely getting the vibe like these are the Lord of the Rings BrickHeadz sets, which Lord of the Rings is a far more popular theme and sub-theme. But I do think the Transformer lineup is going to follow, and I think it's going to follow in the sense that we've got Optimus Prime, which we'll take a look at in a moment, and then Bumblebee, and then we're going to get others in the future, and that will only help out Bumblebee in the future. So this is no doubt I'm going to buy this on a clearance, and I'm probably going to say I want to buy at least minimum 20 of these, but it really depends on how long that they're going to be out for. It could be, if they're out for 6 to 9 months, then it's going to be a solid investment. But if it's out for 2 years, then, you know, we're probably looking at a profit of $10, $15. If it's out for 6 to 9 months, I think there's a potential we could double our money and go a little bit more than that. So if you're new to this channel and new to LEGO investing, you should know that I love BrickHeadz. I love BrickHeadz because they're growing in popularity. They're a great entry point. I mean, taking a risk on a $20 set compared to $100, I'm comfortable with that. And they're small, so they're easy to store. And if you sell online, so I don't sell online yet, I only sell locally, they would be easy to ship and cheap to ship. So I mean, BrickHeadz are just a win-win. We're in a unique time right now with BrickHeadz, but I think eventually when everything levels off, we're gonna see some decent returns on BrickHeadz in the future. Might take a while, but I'm fine with that in regards to BrickHeadz because they don't take up much space. So like I said before, we've got two out so far. We've got Optimus Prime, then we got Bumblebee. Optimus Prime is looking pretty solid. I think they did a great job with Optimus Prime. And Optimus Prime, we've got these sets out in other LEGO forms. So right now we've got item number 10302 Optimus Prime. I think this is a phenomenal set. A lot of people don't like him because of the legs. They're really difficult when you're building him. But I think he's a great display piece. And I think this is going to be a great set later on. It's kind of, I think it's going to follow like Voltron. I think there's a potential. If it doesn't, hey, that's no problem. But I think there's money in this set. I think Optimus Prime is very popular. And Bumblebee is also popular. So we've also got another set like our Bumblebee, and these will be great judges in the demand and how much money we could potentially make with the BrickHeadz version. So when these retire, you know, we'll be able to see the pricing, the returns on them. I mean, this set goes for 180, but it's been on sale for about like 143, which I think is a great price. And I think the demand for Transformers, I should say the fan base behind Transformers, is large. I mean, if you look at all the vintage Transformer toys, they go for decent money. So I think the first iteration of Lego Transformers are going to pull some money in the future. But like I said, we're talking a long ways away, and that's okay for these kinds of sets. But the problem with the Transformer sets is Optimus Prime has been out for a while, and I fear the BrickHeadz are going to be out for a while. I mean, Bumblebee is going to be out for a while, but we've got the much larger version. If this one does well, there's no doubt that our BrickHead version is going to do well. Honestly, I'm even going to say that if our much larger Bumblebee does not do well, I kind of think that the BrickHeadz version will do well no matter what. But it's always good to have some kind of data, and we're going to make follow-up videos in regards to this set and brand and sub-theme, so we can kind of gauge if, I should up that amount from 20 sets to maybe even 50. I really dropped the ball with Lord of the Rings, and I do not want to drop the ball with this set. So this set's coming out March 1st, 2025, and right now on eBay, some people are trying to sell it for $45, $48, $49.99. It's amazing that this has happened. And yeah, they've got Optimus Prime up there also. But let's take a look at the sold now. So somebody actually paid $48 for this Optimus Prime, which is just amazing to me. I don't understand it. I almost wonder if they're kind of scams in some sort of way, or if they're trying to manipulate the market. It just doesn't make sense. So let's take a look to see how the much larger Optimus Prime is doing, so we can kind of gauge the demand and how well it's close to the retail. So right now we've got 119. Ooh, that's rough. $70 open. Like, I think this is a great display. Despite the leg problem, I truly think this is going to follow Voltron. And, 5 to 10 years down the line, which is a long ways away, I think people are going to want this set. 149, so that's pretty decent right there. 115. You got to remember, a lot of these have been selling for 143. So we got 150, 140. That's not bad for a set that retails for 180. And I'm curious to know, do you think the Optimus Prime's going to do better in BrickHeadz version, or do you think the Bumblebee will do better? I think a lot of investors are going to go directly towards Optimus Prime, and I am hoping that Bumblebee will kind of fly under the radar, will be the one that's passed up, and that's great because then there'll be less inventory overall, which should help the price in retirement. That's things you have to look at when you're investing. Inventory is a big factor. So let's see how the much larger Bumblebee's doing. So we've got selling for 65, 22 bids, 71, 68, 59.99, 60, 70, 74. That is a great price. That tells me there's strong demand for Bumblebee in this version, and I think it's probably going to sell a lot better than Optimus Prime, probably because it's cheaper. I mean, price is a big factor, but I'm really liking that Bumblebee is so high right now. You have to understand that Bumblebee hasn't been out for that long, so that might be the reason why it's so high right now. But overall, it's doing pretty decent, and I definitely think the BrickHeadz form is gonna do well in retirement. I almost want to say, and it depends, if it's out for 6 to 9 months, there's a potential that we could hit maybe $40 to $50, within a 5-year time frame of retirement. If it's out for 2 years, then maybe it will be 30 to 40, which is honestly still a pretty decent profit if we get it on sale for 15. So I definitely want to know your thoughts and opinions on this set. Do you think it's going to do well in retirement? How many are you going to buy? Is this a set that you're absolutely love and going to go out and buy a ton? Or is the money in Optimus Prime? We definitely want to know your thoughts and opinions as investors. We appreciate when you do comment. I read all of your comments. I try to get back to you eventually. But yeah, I want to know your thoughts and opinions. I think this is a fairly strong theme. Not as strong as Lord of the Rings, but they're great sets. So I'm liking this. This is a definite buy for me. But as always, please do your own research. Have some fun. Make some money.
Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.